Okay, welcome back to your savings rate update for June. So the base rate is sitting at 3.75%, which for savers is great news. We've got easy access accounts topping 4.5 to 5%. Fixed rates are strong with providers competing to lead the market. And in this episode, we've also got cash ISAs at 4.75%. We'll also share the latest notice accounts and regular savers, as well as switch offers. And before we jump in, all the accounts that we talk about today are on DepositScout.com. There you can filter by account type, see the full details of every account we'll discuss, and a lot more. So Jan, should we kick things off with switch offers?
The switch offers are very impressive this month. We'll start with HSBC Premier. That's only accessible if you deposit £100,000 into the account though, so that's something to keep in mind. It's not available for everyone, and the best non-Premier option is NatWest Select. They offer £200, which is still quite a lot to be fair. In order to get that, you have to deposit £1,250 into the account within 60 days of switching, and then you have to hold it there for 24 hours. But that should be available to everyone, so it's a really good time to take advantage of these switching bonuses, everyone. And whether you go with HSBC, NatWest, or one of the other ones, which are still nice, you know. But yeah,
even First Direct, right? Even First Direct increased their switch offer from £175 to £200. They've been running that for how many years now? But that promo apparently is running till July the 14th. So if you've been thinking about signing up for First Direct and you're now compelled by that extra £25 bonus, now could be a good time to do it. And when it comes to easy access savings accounts, these are super competitive. Interestingly, Tembo, who are at the top of the table for us, at least at 4.55%, have recently reduced the rate from 4.75%. You'll see that on their rate history graph on DepositScout.com, but they're still super competitive, and this is still a really compelling account. If you do want to take out a mortgage with them, you're going to get a 1% bonus, so the rate actually becomes 5.55%. I think that's paid out after you've taken the mortgage out, so there's a bit of a delay on that, but you'd have to look at the finer details. But that could be quite good for a first-time home buyer, for example, because there is a max deposit limit on this account of just £20,000. We actually have an affiliate link for Tembo, so if anyone's interested in signing up who wants to support the channel, please do consider using that. It's in the description box. We did talk last month, I think this is important to mention, Jan, about Lemfi. They are still offering 5%. It's through Clearbank, so you do get FSCS protection because Lemfi is an international money transfer company. However, we have had some people say that they've had difficulty opening the account. Personally, I tested it. I was able to open it and I have actually now received interest. So I have been paid out, but we are still waiting to hear back from their support regarding some of the problems that other people have been having. Until they reply, we've removed them from DepositScout.com. And I just want to say to anybody who's watching this in the community, please do jump in the comments if you have opened an account with Lemfi, because we'd like to hear your feedback as well.
And there are a few other accounts that are also very attractive. If you don't have a Chase UK account already, Chase still offers 4.5% of easy access savings to new customers.
And 2% cashback.
And 2% cashback. That was just increased. So that's very, very attractive. Definitely worth getting a Chase account for. Besides that, we have the Henley Economic Building Society, 4.27%. One thing to keep in mind with that account, you can only do 2 withdrawals every single year, so I'm not sure how easy access that really is. If you have to withdraw regularly, definitely not the right account for you. Hampshire Trust Bank offers 4.2%, Kahoot 4.17%, and Sidekick at 4.17%. One thing to keep in mind with Sidekick, there's a 0.6% bonus component that only applies up to £60,000, so that could be relatively low depending on how much money you want to save. You might want to take one of the other options. Also worth mentioning is Kahoot and their Sunny Day Saver, which is, not sure if that's actually an easy access account. That almost sounds like a regular saver to me. 5% of interest they're offering. The only thing to keep in mind with that account, it's restricted to £3,000 of total deposits. As soon as you exceed that, you'll stop earning interest altogether. And that's relatively low. But you know, can still be a good option for some people.
I think the Hampshire Trust Bank looks pretty good because it's 4.2%, no restrictions. It's a slightly lower interest rate, but they're offering up to £250,000, which is better than Tembo. That would kind of be a better set and forget account, I think, for people that don't want to have to worry about like a bonus ending.
Yeah, fair enough. Or just sign up with Tembo and set up an alarm. Or watch DepositScout alerts, then you'll anyways get notified.
For cash ISAs, it's a great time to open an account because we have a fresh allowance as of April. As always, Trading 212, available to new users at 4.76%. That does have a bonus across 12 months. It is a flexible ISA though. Just make sure when you open it, you don't open a stocks and shares ISA. Make sure you open a cash ISA. But that is a really competitive one. It's available on DepositScout.com if you do have difficulty finding it. But again, that is new users only. Moneybox are also offering 4.75%, but there is a little bit of a caveat with that one. You can only withdraw 3 times a year. So it doesn't feel entirely easy access. But if that is important to you, if you do want greater flexibility, Moneybox are also offering a cash ISA of 4%. It pains me to say something's easy access when it's limited to just 3 withdrawals. But if you can stomach that, 4.75% is really, really compelling. Plum are also offering 4.6%. There is a large bonus component there though, because after 1 year it drops to 2.54%. The transfer-in rate is 4%. So there is a few gotchas there, but the headline rate of 4.6% is really good. My wife has a Plum ISA. I think she's getting around that rate. It's a really good app to use as well. Super easy to get money in, get money out.
Yeah.
But they do have a habit of changing the rates quite a lot. Yeah. Like if you look at their rate history graph, it's up and down frequently. 4.6%, I believe, is the highest it's ever been. I'm just going to have a quick look at that now while we're on here live. Cash ISA.
I think it was higher before.
I'm just having a look at their rate history graph. Highest rate is 4.61.
Yeah.
At some point it was 4.66. But 4.6, 4.66, that seems to be where they like to sit at the ceiling. So, if you're looking at Plum, if you're interested, now might be a time to get that account because it may drop again relatively soon.
Absolutely.
Atom Bank, I think this is one of my favorites in the table, 4.25%, no noticeable catches. They don't have transfers in, but it's just solid, no frills, no problems. 4.25%. And then Tembo again offering 4.05%, although that has a bit of a bonus cliff. It drops to 2.8% after 12 months.
Not a fan of these variable bonus rates, to be honest, Johnny. And if you want to protect yourself from having variable rates, just fix your cash ISA. And there are really competitive options available at the moment. We got Close Brothers for 2-year cash ISA with 4.71%. The only downside here, there's a minimum deposit required of £10,000, so it's not available and accessible for everyone, I assume. Oak North only has a £1 minimum deposit and still pretty attractive, so they offer 4.55% on a 2-year term. That's relatively good. You can also withdraw early, but then you'll be charged a penalty of which varies between 90 and 270 days of interest, but they will not close the account if you do so. And that's definitely worth factoring in. Oak North also has a very competitive 1-year fixed cash ISA at 4.53%. Same conditions here. Nationwide, which is definitely worth talking about Nationwide right now because they've just announced a fairer share payment for this year, and they also have a really good fixed cash ISA between 1 and 5 years. And the interest rate they're offering is between 4.5 and 4.6%. That can be very attractive. The only reason why I might prefer Oak North compared to Nationwide is the fact that if you decide to withdraw early, Nationwide not only charges a 60 to 300 day interest penalty, but they also close your account if you do so. And that's kind of harsh, right? Because then you just gotta move all your money away, even if you just want to make a small withdrawal. Definitely worth factoring in if you make a decision here. And HSBC has a 1-year cash ISA at 4.25%. That's down from 4.5% last month. Still good, but requires an existing HSBC current account, which can be relatively difficult to open, I assume, given their legacy bank. My favorite, Johnny, here on these fixed accounts, probably Oak North, because they combine high interest and relative flexibility, because they're not as harsh as Nationwide, for example. Definitely worth signing up for.
Fixed rate accounts. So we're not talking about cash ISAs, we're just talking about fixed rates accounts that are exposed to potential tax liabilities. These ones are super competitive. I touched on this at the top of the show. Providers are just desperate to have the market leading rate at the moment, like Kent Reliance, Close Brothers, Oak North, Chetwood Bank, MBNA, any of these providers you may have heard of, they're all fighting to be the market leading rate. And at the top of the table, the best rate right now is 4.85%. That's MBNA. Okay, that might be the best rate. I don't think it's necessarily the right account to open. I think right now, if you're looking to fix over £25,000, you should be looking at Raisin, because they're offering a cashback bonus of between £100 and £150 on accounts paying 4.7 to 4.8%. And if you include that cashback bonus, that rate increases to 5 to 5.1% combined.
Wow,
That is compelling.
that's good, yeah.
Like if you look at MBNA, who are offering a 1-year fix of 4.85%, that's fantastic. That's really good. Although it is managed only by phone, it's not a modern platform like Raisin, which is just, it's a super impressive platform. There's a couple of other ones in there. Chetwood Bank, if you're looking for a shorter term fix, is 6 months at 4.3%. Melton Building Society across 1 year are offering 4.8%. Minimum deposit £5,000, maximum £500,000. AFIN Bank across 5 years are offering 4.85%, really compelling rate. 5-year fix though, I don't think right now I would be fixing for 5 years. Chetwood Bank are offering 4.81% across 5 years. I don't know. I don't think there's much more to say, Jan, apart from that Raisin offer with the cashback, which again, we happen to have an affiliate link for. You're welcome to check it out in the deposit in the description box. I'm trying to think of something wrong with that account. I mean, you've got a fix.
Yeah, if it's accessible to you, if you can take advantage of that cashback bonus, definitely worth signing up with Raisin at the moment. Clear winner here.
That's important to mention. At the moment, that's not going to be available after the 8th of June. So if you're not looking to fix now, that won't be available to you. And by the 8th of June, 9th of June, 10th of June, you'll probably be looking at MBNA Group. I imagine they'll still be there and available to you. But just factor that in. Raisin are offering that cashback up until the 8th of June.
Johnny, you know what's absolutely disappointing at the moment? Notice accounts. I don't even understand why they still exist. Man, it's terrible. So we got Stafford Building Society with a 180-day notice, offers 4.26%. Castle Trust Bank, 120-day notice, offers 4.2%. And Oxbury Bank, the notice varies between 35 and 90 days, offers between 4.16 and 4.18%. It's really, you might as well just open up an easy access account or fixed account, instead, and then you get a higher interest rate, most likely.
I'll tell you what, you'll notice as well, no pun intended, that notice accounts never change. These providers are always on there. There's very rarely new providers coming on because it's not a competitive landscape.
It's a legacy
People
product.
fighting for
it's a legacy product slowly dying
It
out.
is.
That's why
Yeah.
what I say here.
If we look at regular savers, there's a couple of headline rates that you need to be wary of. 7.1% from Zopa is available at the moment. It only runs for 6 months though, and you can deposit up to £300 per month. The gotcha there is that it's only 6 months. So the total interest for 7.1% across those 6 months that you could earn is just £36. It's not great,
Nah.
especially if you compare it to First Direct that are offering 7%, so less, but across 12 months with the same monthly cap of £300. You could earn £136 because you're getting the compounding effect across a longer period of time. So when you're looking at these headline rates, be wary. Look at how many months they're going to run for. In Zopa's case, 6 months is futile, if that's the correct term. It's weak compared to what First Direct are offering. Santander Edge Saver, and this is a really interesting one, mate. It's 6%. It's more like the Kahoot Sunny Day Saver. It's just got a total balance allotment of £4,000, so you don't have to monthly drip. You can just drop 4K in. You get 6%. Pretty good. It does include a bonus 2.5% variable rate that you have to be aware of that ends after 12 months. But that's interesting. It does require the Edge current account, which costs £3, but that is a good account, isn't it?
The Edge account offers cashback on direct debits, which is pretty unique to my understanding. And in general, it's a good travel card as well. Definitely worth opening up that Santander Edge account with that saver and taking advantage of these 6%. What I like here is the fact that you can deposit £4,000 at once and then you earn interest on it for the whole year. So as you mentioned, just like the Sunny Day Saver, just £1,000 more in maximum balance and 1% more of interest, which is great.
With the Lloyd's Club Lloyd's account, you get a saver of 6.25%, except it's fixed. Has a monthly cap of £400, so you could earn £162 around that, up to £4,800 deposited across that term. So if you're hitting that monthly cap every single month, you get £162 in interest. Pretty good, although like the current account from Santander, it does have a fee of £5, but that is waived if you're paying in £2,000 a month, and you get some you get a lifestyle benefit with that. I think Disney with ads. There's a couple of benefits there, isn't there, that you could get with that account, but they all require you to open a current account. So if you're not interested in doing that, Monmouthshire are offering just a regular saver, 6% across 12 months with a monthly cap of £500. So if you deposited that much money across the year, you total £6,000. And the interest you could potentially earn would be £195. And as always, all of these accounts are available on DepositScout.com if you're interested in learning more about them. There's loads of details on there. We've got loads of information. Jan and I built that website ourselves. We update it daily. We monitor it very closely. I'd love to hear what you think about it. If you are using DepositScout.com, get in the comments. Let us know what you think. It's free to use. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if you are going to open any of the accounts we've discussed today, let us know, or just let us know what you think of them. I'd love to hear from anyone that opened a Lemfi account as well, Jan, just to end on.
Very, very interesting.
Do get in the comments. Yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone, it's been a pleasure, as always. Stay informed, stay healthy, and avoid notice accounts. We see you in the next episode. And like and subscribe. Goodbye.